World Darts Championship, Saturday and #X27 quarterfinal predictions, betting tips, odds, order of play and TV times. The quarterfinals of the PDC World Darts Championship take place on Saturday, so here and #X27 our match-by-match preview and predictions ahead of the action. I doubt anyone predicted these quarterfinals before a dart was thrown, with two unheralded debutants, a rising star and a name from the past all making the last 8. They are joined by the far more familiar names of Michael van Gerwen, Gary Anderson, Michael Smith and Dave Chisnall, but in this tournament of shocks, comebacks and underdog stories, who knows what the semi-final lineup will be. I and #X27 try and make an educated guess below, but making predictions throughout this World Championship has proven to be a rather testing exercise to say the least. Afternoon session. Click on the odds for more. Sky Bet Match Markets H2H, 002018 Meetings, 00 PDC Titles, 150 2018 Titles, 10 Aspinall and #X27 Route, 30 V Girdnenges, R1, 32 V Gerwin Price, R2, 41 V Kyle Anderson, R3, 43 V Devin Peterson, R4, Dolan and #X27 Route, 30 Yuan Jun Liu, R1, 30 V Joe Cullen, R2, 42 V Mervyn King, R3, 41 V Benito van de Pa, R4. There and #X27 no disputing this is the most surprising of the quarterfinal fixtures, although when you look at their results on paper, it and #X27 not as if they and #X27 caused huge upsets to be here. Both players have taken their chances in the so-called softer quarter of the draw, which was blown open as soon as Peter Wright got knocked out, and everyone else who was in it will be kicking themselves at home. That and #X27 to take nothing away from either man, especially Nathan Aspinall, who produced one of my personal highlights of the tournament when surviving a match dart at 2-0 down against Grand Slam of Darts champion Gerwin Price before claiming an astonishing 3-2 victory. 2-0 and you ... it up, the crowd yell at Gerwin Price. pic.twitter.com/CJBGDISEX. The manner of that success, which was helped by his premeditated tactic of playing Price at his own game in the shouting stakes, gave him a real sense of belief and a springboard to go on and defeat Kyle Anderson 4-1 in a and #X27 proper game of darts in #X27, before producing another stirring comeback from 2 sets down against Devin Peterson. The 27-year-old Stockport man, who won his maiden PDC title earlier this season, posted averages in the 90s in those 3 matches, while his mental strength at key times has also been impressive. By contrast, Brendan Dolan and #X27 under the radar journey Hassan and #X27 got anybody in #X27 pulses racing, but that and #X27 no reason to underestimate him. The Northern Irishman, who has already earned more money here, £50,000, than he managed during the rest of a miserable 2018, managed 90-plus averages when upsetting both Joe Cullen and Mervyn King, but dipped below it in that hard-to-watch clash with Benito van de Pa. Despite having quarter-final experience in other major tournaments, the history-maker had never gone beyond the second round in 10 previous visits to Alexandra Palace, so just by being here he and #X27 lived up to his nickname. I and #X27 hoping Aspinall can get through, but I wouldn't and #X27 be surprised if Dolan sneaks a hard-fought encounter. It and #X27 even money that the match is over 7.5 sets, while the 3-1 about Dolan winning but Aspinall hitting more 180s is also worth a play. Prediction: 3-5 H2H, 5-17. 1 draw 2018 meetings, 1-2 PDC titles, 12 460 2018 titles, 0-4 Chisnall and #X27 Route, 3-2 V Josh Payne, R2, 4-0 V Kim Ha Ibrox, R3, 4-0 v Jamie Lewis, R4, Anderson and #X27 route, 3-1 v Kevin Burness, R2, 4-3 v Jermaine Wadamana, R3, 4-3 v Chris Dobby, R4. Could this finally be Dave Chisnall and #X27 time to not only win his first major title, but the biggest of the lot? It would have been fanciful thinking to say the least at the start of the tournament, given Chizzy has endured a lean couple of years on the televised stages, which contributed to him losing his Premier League spot, while he was also placed in the toughest half of the draw. But Walden and #X27 it be so typical of this unpredictable tournament that he goes the distance when not even his legion of supporters saw it coming? It and #X27 not as if the popular Street Helens man isn't #X27 playing well enough to at least give Gary Anderson another scare, and perhaps even likely semi-final opponent Michael van Gerwen. Since trailing 2-0 in sets to Josh Payne in his first match, Chisnall has won 32 of the 46 legs he and #X27 played and won 11 successive sets. Sure, he missed plenty of doubles in the 4-0 thumping of Jamie Lewis, but most of those came in an error-strewn final 2 sets and he still managed to average close to 100. Dave Chisnall reaches his second World Championship quarterfinal, averaging 100 in a 4-0 win over Jamie Lewis. What a story it would be if he were to go on and win his first TV title on the biggest stage of all. pic.twitter.com/3b5mdwrrwh there and #X27 also doubts over Anderson and #X27 back problems, with the Flying Scotsman showing real signs of discomfort during his post-match press conference after his epic 4-3 victory over Chris Dobby on Friday night. To say this year and #X27 UK Open, World Match Play and Champions League of Darts winner, who survived a match dart in his previous match against Jermaine Wadamana, has been living dangerously in his quest for a third world title is an understatement. And while his schedule has been kind to him in terms of giving him plenty of time to rest after his mentally draining matches, he does look vulnerable. I and #X27 am going to take a chance on the upset at 11-5. Over 27.5 180s in the match at 4-1 and also a small bet on 28-1 for Chizzy to win the title. Prediction: 4-5 evening session middle.tv coverage, Sky Sports, 1900 GMT, middle. Quarterfinals, best of 9 sets H2H, 0-20 2018 meetings, 0-2 PDC titles, 0-112,018 titles. 0-3 Humphreys and #X27, route, 3-0 v Adam Hunt, R1, 3-1 v Stephen Bunting, R2, 4-1 v Dimitri van den Berg, R3, 4-2 v Rob Cross, R4, Smith and #X27 route, 3-1 Ron Muhlenkamp, R2, 4-2 v John Henderson, R3, 4-1 v Ryan Searle, R4. If you didn't #X27 know what a potential star Luke Humphreys was before this World Championship, you certainly do now. The 23-year-old from Newbury, whose only previous taste of playing in a major televised tournament was his first-round defeat here 12 months ago, belied his inexperience of the big stage to come from 2-0 down and defeat defending champion Rob Cross last night. Defending world champion Rob Cross is the latest victim of the tournament of shocks. Rising star Luke Humphreys, just 23, produces a stunning comeback from 2 sets down to defeat Voltage 4-2 and reach the quarterfinals. pic.twitter.com/ng9g4gx It was his strength of character that impressed me most when reeling off 4 sets on the trot straight after spurning 4 darts to win the second, which must have felt like a crushing blow. Humphreys has been a revelation on the PDC Development Tour, winning the Order of Merit for the second year in a row despite also committing himself to Pro and European Tour events in a hectic season, so he and #X27 certainly battle-hardened as well as super-talented. He and #X27 only dropped 4 sets during his rampaging run, which has also seen him brush aside Stephen Bunting and Dimitri van den Berg, So Michael Smith is in for a game alright. Bully Boy is my last pre-tournament tip standing after Voltage and X27 exited last night, but I still have faith he and X27 go on and reach the final. The Premier League and World Series of Darts Finals runner-up, who has won 3 titles this season, averaged 100 for the second successive game when defeating Ryan Searle 4-1, while he also hit 10 180s and took out 3 100-plus checkouts in an impressive display. I do think he and X27 have too much firepower for Humphers, so I and X27 back him to win score over 7.